Hello. I got to sit this down. I can't hold all of them. Okay. No.
You good? Can we hear?
I think so.
Probably turn that on first. Hey. My name is Timmons, Pettigrew.
I'm Chrys Rynearson.
Together we're CHS Beer, self-appointed, unofficial but extremely motivated Charleston beer ambassadors. We're going to talk a little bit about what we do, briefly, our passion for beer, especially local beer. Can you guys hear me? Thank you. And we're going to go into then some places around town that are doing it right and deserve high praise.
So our mutual love of Charleston and craft beer led to us being big fans of local beer. We all know that beer is the ultimate social beverage. It is art, it's science, and when it's done right, it's delicious. Craft brewers represent the American dream, right? They're the underdog that we all want to root for. Local craft brewers bring that dream to Charleston and make it such a better place to live.
Absolutely. So I started writing for the Digital Charleston in 2009, met Chrys doing photography for them. We first worked together at the first Brewvival. Thank you. In 2010, we got to do some cool interviews with guys like Greg Koch from Stone Brewing. A year later, the History Press, who is here somewhere, asked me to write a book about the history of beer in Charleston. I don't know why. I wasn't trained, but I did it anyway. Chrys was obviously the guy who did photography. We ended up with about 70 images, including a full-color insert.
So the book was released in October 2011, but we had already been talking about what we could do with all of this extra content that we had and a bunch of other ideas that the book sparked. Since there really wasn't a comprehensive website in the area at the time that focused on local beer, we decided that we would make one, something that focused, that you could go and see what's on tap maybe at a local brewery, something that Steve would like. Oh, I got to flip my page.
He's got to flip his page.
Depth of content was always our number one priority. You can see here that we're way behind, and our site houses a places directory with Google Map integration. We have photos, we have very detailed information about the over 30 local venues. We have a fully attributed database of over 120 different beers that have been all brewed in Charleston, and as well as many events and a calendar and a blog and all the stuff that you would expect.
Doing the book, doing the website, let us build great relationships with the people doing beer around town. We've since built websites and hosted them for Holy City Brewing, South Carolina Brewers Association, and Brewvival.com, all of which we're really proud of. Chrys's web and photography skills, coupled with my writing and our passion for the subject, makes it a pretty cool combination and a good service we can offer people that want something done.
Right, so I mean, you saw a slide there, and then we try and make life easier on the brewers and take a lot of stuff off of their hands so they can focus on the beer and not really the website. So we try and automate stuff and do stuff behind the scenes and help them out as much as we can.
So it's high time to introduce you to our breweries. Charleston plays home to 4. We've got a 5th one ramping up right now. They're all doing their own thing, but we're proud of all of them. Happy to gush about all of them all day, every day. They make your life better, even if you don't know it. And if you haven't visited them, you need to go tomorrow. It's time to go visit your breweries. Craft beer is about people as much as it is about beer. And making a connection with the people that make it is something we should all share in.
I'm way behind, so I'm just going to say Holy City Brewing Company off of Dorchester Road in North Charleston, created by 4 friends. They're doing great things there. Their Pluff Mud Porter just won gold medal at the Great American Brewing Festival.
That's right. Westbrook Brewing, Mount Pleasant, Edward and Morgan Restbrook, 18,000 square feet, 2 stories, purpose-built, Belgian beers, barrel aging. If you haven't been to the barrel room, go and smell it. It's amazing. Smell the barrels. They also produce a year-round IPA and white tie, which you see here. The first canned craft beer in South Carolina. They work with Stillwater Artisanal Ales and Evilton Brewing, which are 2 high-end boutique gypsy brewers. They're putting the city on the map worldwide right now, whether you know it or not. Very cool things going on.
Smell the barrel.
Smell the barrels.
You're done early and I'm drinking a beer. Go.
Palmetto, here tonight. Palmetto are innovators. They're innovators in ways we can't understand. They were the first brewery to open after Prohibition in the state. They defied the state authorities who told them it was illegal to open a brewery here, and the authorities were wrong. They're making pale ale, amber ale, a bold lager, and espresso porter when people were barely drinking Heineken in 1993. Big stuff. Chris Wynn, This is Chrys Wynn.
That's his
He's
back.
here tonight. He's never met a charity he doesn't like. He has made Palmetto into basically the purest example of a community-focused business you can imagine. We're doing awesome things.
All right, Coast Brewing Company in the Old Navy Shipyard. Jamie and David are here. We love them. Of course, they're the mom and pop shop. They're the husband and wife behind Coast Brewing Company. They have some other people there like Drew and Mikey. We absolutely love their beer. Their year-rounds are their Hop Art IPA, which you've had, right? Their 3250 Kolsch, and they've also have some really special stuff, the seasonal releases like the Boy King Double IPA and the Blackbeard Imperial Stout. I don't need notes for this shit. I know this stuff. There you go, Blackbeard. Just released the barrel-aged version of that. Go have some. Visit this brewery. You're going to love them. This brings me to Charleston Beer Exchange. Obviously, we can't talk about all the other businesses, but we got to bring up Charleston Beer Exchange because these guys were the first in the state to have a growler station. I don't know if you knew that.
Yep.
We love them. They've also been rated the best beer retail store in the States for the last 2 years on ratebeer.com. I don't know if you knew that.
They co-organized Revival with Coast. Revival's coming up on February 23rd. Revival is in a league of its own because they buy all the beer that you drink, which means they get to pick all the beer out, which makes it the most incredible beer festival in the Southeast, period. So thanks for having us. Thanks for listening. Thanks, Charleston Creative Parliament. We want to close with a toast. You guys have something, raise it up. May your beer be local.
Cheers.
May your brewer be your friend, and may your conscience be your guide. Skål!